Recording podcast from my bedroom here during the hurricane. Oh shit, there goes some wind. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast. My name's Dan Kathman. We're here live in the hurricane in Florida. It's exciting. Not really. I have my entire office and studio here, and my home and my closet and living room are filled with most of my essential stuff from my studio. So that is where everything is right now. We are waiting on this hurricane. It did make a turn. So I am in Clearwater, Florida. That's where my studio is, and that's where I live. It did make a turn. Now it is going down further south, and it is not on land yet, but it is right off the coast, and we've been getting some light rain and wind, but we are not going to get hit by the main eye. So that's great news. It looked like we were going to get hit directly by it, and so we've been prepared. I've spent so much money. I've spent so much money on hurricane shit, just stocking for like days, because that's the thing. You may lose power and you may be out for days, sometimes weeks, sometimes, you're without power, so you can't cook anything. You got to have water. Maybe you can't go out in the streets because it's flooded. You can't, a lot of things to consider. Some places require pump action toilets, so you need water to flush the toilets, because we're at sea level. When I'm not really at sea level, I'm a little higher, but I'm in the non-evacuation zone. So, we didn't evacuate like a lot of people did right on the water. But turns out last night, the Hurricane Ian made a turn, and it now is no longer going directly towards us, but much further south towards Fort Myers, Venice, and I think it's going to go into Port Charlotte. The eye's huge. I don't know if you guys are watching this, but it's pretty big. It's like, 20, 40 miles wide. And it's going pretty slow. So it's going to be here all day. Starting to pick up a little bit of wind. I'm just been kind of, it's been kind of gloomy today. But I wanted to get this in because I might lose power today. And I just wanted to have this to say, hey, say what's up. Say right now, at least I'm safe. But a lot of my friends, and not a lot, but I know a lot of people who left. They're in St. Petersburg, they're in Tampa or Clearwater, and they went to Orlando, which, funny enough, is now going to get hit with a hurricane. No, they last night they were going to get hit with a Cat 1. It's going to go through the state and hit that, so they're no longer doing that. So it may, I don't know, maybe it is. You never really know, but it looks like it's pretty big. I mean, the damn thing takes up the whole state. So, but you're really concerned about the inner eye of the storm. That's where the heaviest winds are. That's where the heaviest damage is, to the right of the storm. So now we're on the no longer on the fat side, which is what they call the right side of the storm, which is generally where you get the heaviest winds, the harshest stuff, tornadoes and all that stuff. But it's still coming. I mean, it's gonna get us. We're gonna feel it, but we're not gonna feel it like it was coming directly at us. So that's good. I'm in high spirits because it's like a snow day, except that the snow could kill you. It's it's like it's fun. It's a little fun. Back in the day, I was here in Florida when when the 3 hurricanes came back to back. That was the one that was. These just, was it Charlie? The first one, I'm going to look it up. Hold up. It was Charlie, Francis, Ivan, and one of those was Katrina, that missed Florida and went to, obviously, the worst damage to the south in a long time. 2004. I remember that. And some of them weren't that bad, but they were literally back to back to back to back. We were out of school for like a month. And it was, it's pretty interesting to be in that because there I was in Tampa and I was deep north Tampa, so I was pretty far inland, so I wasn't as worried that I have been now living on the quote island of, on the other side of the bridge of, so now it's like, we've been a little concerned, but since it's made this turn now, now unfortunately there's people down south who are not going to be prepared really at all for this because they're waking up to it and being like, oh wow, we got a storm. the hurricane's coming here, and that is a crazy place to be, but hopefully, I mean, it's coming in as a Cat 4. I'm watching the news right now. If you're watching me, I'm looking at the screens. It's coming in as a Cat 4, but really it's like a mile or two off of a Cat 5. So that's about as big as a hurricane you can get. That's usually about with wind and stuff like that. So that's pretty much, we're prepared. I mean, I've got so much stuff, I got the flashlights, the candles, ice chest, food that can last. And I even got like a little like grill that can go right on the patio that I don't need to be outside for. That goes on coal, so you don't need electricity. We're ready. I hope the power doesn't go out because that would suck because it's going to get real hot and humid, and it may not come back on for days or, oh my God, hopefully not weeks. But, so I wanted to get some content out there. What's up, guys? How you doing? Welcome to my room here. The governor has been speaking. They just keep giving updates left and right. And I don't think it's made landfall yet. It doesn't look like it. It's still, I don't know, when do they consider landfall? I think maybe when the eye, I guess, hits land, maybe, because parts of it's already on land. Parts of it is definitely already hitting the land. But I guess the eye is still offshore, so I guess that's what they consider. But it should be, within the next hour or two, should be hitting landfall. I've been journaling. I've been hanging out, and I watch some TV. I'm taking it like a sick day a little bit, like just trying to relax while you can, because it does sound really scary when the sustained winds of 100 miles an hour plus come at you for hours on end. It is not great. So just trying to think about that right now. And hey, what's up? How you doing? I have decided that I do think, that sounds way better. I do think that I will be moving and doing content on my studios page. So if you guys are familiar with my studio, Dan Kathman Studios, what's up? That's my business and other channel. I think I've been trying to figure out, because most of my stuff is, client stuff, and I don't do a lot of stuff for my personal social media as much. I make stuff for other people, and a lot of times I don't post stuff on mine because I don't know. But maybe if I do more stuff that I like, that I want to post on mine. So I'm thinking about, doing educational stuff and vlog stuff. So if you guys have watched my Dan Kathman personal page in the past, since like 2017, I was vlogging and stuff, but I didn't really like it because it was kind of boring, because often it was around my business and stuff, and it just seemed off for the type of stuff that you would see, the comedy, the sketches, the acting, and all that stuff. So it just didn't feel, right, especially because I thought it was pretty boring. But now, hey, talk about a studio, a studios page, and, it's all about the studio, or about this, this genre of video and photography and the business of, and people are texting me. My phone is not on vibrate because it's not. Why would it not show up on my computer? Hold on real quick. That's really funny. It was a group text, and I guess I don't get that on my iMessage, but I just made a video. I shot it a while ago, but I just made a funny video on group chats. So if you're following me on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, it's on the shorts on YouTube, and check it out. It's a funny bit about group chats and how we're taking off the group chat. Hilarious. Not really hilarious. It's not hilarious worthy. The next one that I did, so I sat down and I just spouted out quite a few different videos. My last week or the week ago, 2 weeks ago maybe, and I was just trying to crank out some content and doing the sit down funny little things that I do. If you follow me on short form videos, I like that a lot, and that's the ones that got all the traction and stuff. I did 4 back to back, no script, which is interesting. I had some thoughts, I guess, but no real script. Something I've wanted to do for a long time. I did try to do, and that is if you were, that's if you were to send this to somebody else. So I have a whole series of ideas. I've only done now, I just did one, but I had a whole series of ideas of if you were to send this to somebody. So it's me telling you the bad news, right? So that's what I did for the first time, and it's this first one is you're off the group chat. Sorry, things people want to say but can't say. So I had a whole bunch of ideas, and that's the first one I did, and it is, I like it. It's not bad. The next one, though, that's coming, probably tomorrow, is one that I like. That's about fast food lines and how people are not in, they're just, it's ridiculous. They're in these fast food lines. I don't want to do the whole bit, but it's basically about fast food lines, how people take forever, and then how they're not ready. And it's probably, I don't know why I think it's so funny, but I think it is. So it might be one of my better ones coming up tomorrow. So this channel and my personal stuff, I'm going to stick to the comedy. I like it. I like doing, and I want to expand on this podcast. Basically my long form content. I think it's just going to be this, but maybe expand it and to talk about different things going on. Might be more fun and be more entertaining for you. I don't know. But maybe not, I feel like I give off Emma Chamberlain vibes. So if you guys are a fan of Emma Chamberlain, then you probably be a fan of me. You might like it, like this shit a lot. But just to give you, but on my studios page, I have this whole other side of me that's not comedy, that's more business driven in video and photography. And, I want to create a streaming service one day and have a humongous production studio. I got a studio now, but it's not, it's not big, and just continue to grow the business and, have a marketing company and all this stuff, so I got big dreams and stuff. So I would like to have something that's kind of aligned on that side of me, and also beneficial to you, because that's really, what I spend a lot of time doing is helping and doing and advising people. And, if I could have an outlet to educate, that might be cool. That's not really funny, but, just more helpful, and then talking about photography and video stuff and around the business to have a little thing to see for the future. And then, yeah, of course, better for brand deals. I mean, let's be honest. It's better for brand deals if you're doing something in that realm. And then also, if I decide to do courses and teaching it my way, it's easier and less and more expected and wanted in that channel and in that field. If I crank that out on my comedy stuff and on my personal page, I don't think it's going to be received very well. So I am thinking about business on my business page, surprisingly, but having it be more personality driven, like a Peter McKinnon, Casey Neistat, mixed, of course, like I said, with the Emma Chamberlain vibe, and try to see how that goes, because I do like that. I like that filmmaking. I like having the opportunity to be able to try, get to a point where I can get cool new tech equipment, try out for people. Maybe, I don't know if I want to do tech reviews or not, but vlogs and that are revolve around this stuff and helping educate. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. I would like to move my main source of income to be coming from online meaning, views, brand deals, sponsored deals, selling merch. What's up right here? Items and stuff like that. And of course, the big ticket item is selling courses and that's why I need this other page to be working well. And then book sales and stuff. I have a book out, but it's fiction and didn't sell anything because no one knows about it. It's comedy, but no one gives a shit. Maybe I'll make an audiobook for it. Maybe that'll sell once I get a bigger audience. I like online. It's fun for me. And I would like to make that more full-time aside from what I do now, which is what I do now is I have a business, photo video business. I make content for other people, make stuff, photography. I did a lot of, and then I freelance with friends, and I also work on for TV shows, for doing content creation for them. Their car shows. They're on Motor Trend, which is a Discovery-owned channel on Real TV. So 4 of those, and it's fun. If you guys want to check them out sometime, they're cool. It's All Girls Garage, 2 Guys Garage, Car Fix, and Truck U. And a lot of them surprisingly been on the air for I think Truck U is going on its 20th season. So is 2 Guys Garage. These guys have been in business forever. So, I got those contracts for the year, and I just talked to the owner, and it looks like I'll probably be there for next seasons as well, which is great because that's, it's in the business and it's steady work, especially it was very well received because I moved here during the pandemic, start my business over. I got the studio, got all this overhead, and getting my footing. And then I got thrown tons of jobs from all my friends and stuff in the business. And then I had some of my own, but I only relied on myself for my business for a very long time. So getting these other opportunities thrown at me from other people was different because I was kind of working for them and freelancing with them. And then these TV shows hit me up, and I was like, yeah, because it's only about 80 days out of the year that we shoot. So it's like 3 days here, 3 days there, sporadic throughout the year. So it's not like a full-time gig. But it does give me that security. And it also made me think, getting kind of personal here, hurricanes coming, we're all dying. No, it also made me think about, just what I'm doing. And I realized I really didn't want to do this, the portraits thing that I've been doing. I realized that was really just for money. That was a money maker. That was really the only reason. It wasn't because I really wanted to. And so it's been good because now I'm getting to a place where I have all this stuff. I have the studio, office, and business, and then my personal content's been cranking up. You guys have been following along. Not lately, but it did. I had a massive surge last 2 months ago, and so just been kind of sporadically posting, and then kind of getting more clear head on where I want to go from here, and where I want to take it. Because if if you guys like, again, if you know, you know, but yeah, for a while, like I made 100 videos in 100 days, and then I did, and then I made like 7 videos in a day, trying to post every single day. I did that for a little bit, and one of those videos went viral, and then several of them did. And then I tried to change it up, do different things, because I was exploring. Some things worked, some things didn't, and so I'm still in the process of figuring that out, because I don't know everything. Some things worked and some things didn't. So, and I've been thinking about what and how I want to go from here, and I'm starting to figure it out. So, studios page, I think what I'm going to house, if you guys ever liked any of my vlogs or advice type of reel, you know, and I'm going to expand on it probably a lot and get more filmmakery, more, you know, helpful on the studios page. I think it might be a good idea. And then work to get more stuff for clients, because most of my clients are social media driven, that on you know, and like helping them for ads and helping them for marketing and doing photos and videos for them for those purposes generally. And I haven't got a ton since I've been here, because, you know, I've been busy with other things, and but I do. Oh, and then renting the studio. So that's been a big thing too, having the studio and then renting that out. Been another stream of income, which has been nice, but I haven't really, again, put the pedal to the floor, you know. Been kind of, so I take a lot of action. People, you know, probably think I take tons of action. I'm doing stuff all the time, but a lot of times I'll spend a lot of time planning and thinking as I'm going. And sometimes I'll just take a step back for a second, and sometimes it's longer than a second, and kind of look and assess about, like, because once I figure it out, I'm not really afraid to go, but I want it to, I no longer want to do short-term things. You know, I no longer care. Yes, you know, yes, you need money and stuff, but I know I'm trying to make decisions based on that work towards my long-term goals and dreams and what I really want to do. So figuring that out first, and then at least I am right now, and then what works towards that, what really works towards that. And it really does help. I'd recommend it, getting more clear on what you want to do before you make real big decisions, and then see if those do actually work towards what you really want to do. It's getting windy outside, guys. This guy's not showing the radar. Let's see it. All right. Looks like it's almost going to hit land. Looks like, where is that at? Somewhere I don't really go. Cape Coral, Port Charlotte, Inglewood. Yeah. So it looks like the eye is over the little island right there. So it should be hitting pretty soon. That's a big bitch. So I taped up some stuff on the patio here. Yeah, tape. Even Gorilla Tape, duct tape. Yeah, man, on a screen when it's wet. That shit's not staying at all, bro. That just slides right off, like, you know, just not even like, oh, just sweat on the skin. That's how easily it slides. Yeah, that's all gonna go. Cool. I put trash bags up, trying to keep in case of, you know, flooding and stuff. But we're pretty high up. Not really. We're higher than the street, so that's good. Yeah, so hopefully everyone stays safe and stays well. I'm going to chill here. Oh, yeah, and I downloaded I did all types of things I don't normally do. I downloaded movies and stuff on my tablet so that I can watch them if the power goes out, because it is a Wi-Fi only tablet. So I'm thinking about. All right, well, I'm going to turn this fan back on and make sure it stays real cold in here for as long as we can. I know I rambled on here, but that's what you get for the podcast. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. You get what you get. Sometimes it's good and sometimes it's not. Sometimes you get it looking real good and you got some points and some thoughts and some real shit that you're like, damn, you better clip that shit. That shit gonna be real good. And sometimes you're like, well, at least I made a video. I mean, that's about the only good thing from this is that I got a post out there and people just wasting people's time with this bullshit. Especially because after the hurricane's gone, no one's gonna give a shit. It almost needs to be live for you to really care. It needs to be live for you to care. I should have gone live. We're doing it live. Yeah. So I keep thinking that's a person and it's a branch that's gonna break off of that tree. It's a small tree. It's not like, I'm not really worried about it. It's like one that it's like a switch. It's like one you would get as a kid, like, they're gonna whip you with. That's about how skinny that thing is. But it's long. So yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for listening or watching. My name is Dan Kathman. Follow on Spotify, any platform that has a podcast, YouTube, wherever I'm putting this. I don't really know anymore. I used to have a podcast channel for this, but I stopped posting, but this may go up on there. I don't know, or my personal page. I don't really know. We're going to find out. All right. Stay safe, guys. The wind is blowing. All right. See ya. Bye.